31 got shortlisted, and I was the 31 one. I know the scholar program very well in the very thorough manner uh, due to student Adda because of Abhish Bhaiya about the interview process that really helped me in cracking the company.
Hello everyone, welcome to My Student Adda. We are back with a new interviewer experience, and this time we have Mohammad Zaid, who is here to share his insights about the SAP Scholar 2021. So welcome Zaid to our session, and now I would like to request Dheeraj to proceed with the questions.
Okay. Thank you, Akhileshwar.
Thank you, Khil.
So, Zed, our first question is tell us about the whole process of SAP, how you cracked it,
Okay,
how you prepared, how many rounds, all that.
okay. So there were 5 rounds in the scholar program. The first round was the online test, followed by 2 technical interviews. Then there was one managerial discussion round, and the last round was the HR round. So there were 5 rounds. Like each of the round was the elimination round, except the last round, which is the HR round.
Thank you, Zed. So, let's proceed to the next question. So, elaborate about each rounds very briefly, but into some details
Okay.
how you proceed into each rounds and how you prepared every round.
The online test was held on the HackerRank platform. So there were 10 to 12 MCQs questions related to topic like data structures and algorithm, DBMS, and there were pseudocodes also. So also there were 2 coding questions to solve. So there were questions for related to topic like string manipulation and sorting, and um, so this was all about the first online test round. Then we have the technical interview one round. So in that round, this round also held on platform HackerRank platform.
ड्यूरेशन क्या था टेक्निकल राउंड का फर्स्ट टेक्निकल
So it was last for 650 minutes, around 50 minutes or an hour, and where I was supposed to code 2 coding questions on platform on the HackerRank platform.
so the whole process was on hacker rank.
So uh, in technical interview one, this interview was held on HackerRank platform, and uh, I was supposed to code 2 coding questions, and these coding questions are related from linked list and stack. And uh, after that, I was asked questions from OOPS concept and all those core subjects related to computer science, like operating system, database management and system, data structures and algorithm, and OOPS concept also. Also, I was asked to write query in SQL, and there were also 2 questions from probability. And the uh, best bonus point for us, for me in the interview, was that the interviewer was very helpful, and they also helped me in like they are helping me in writing the SQL query. So wherever I find myself missing with the keywords in the SQL part, they help me in there. So yes, this was pretty much about the technical interview one round, and after that I got selected for the technical interview two round. In the second round, it majorly comprised of questions related to project. So there were questions from the tech stack that I have mentioned in my project. Also, there were questions related to the scope, related to how what is the scope of improvement in the efficiency and performance of the project. So also there were questions related to how I can improve in the efficiency and performance of the project. And this was all about the technical interview too. The majority of questions in interview two were from the projects, and they have asked from every aspects of the project, like what technology I have used here, and why only I have used here, where I have used the ops concept. Like my project was based on uh, OOPS concept related projects. So where I have used the OOPS concept, how I can improve the efficiency, what can I use to improve the efficiency, or like how I can improve my application, question like that. And there were in the third round, that was managerial discussion round, and there were questions which are the basic HR questions that like everyone came across, like tell me about yourself, about the family background. And it uh, I have to say that for this round totally depends on the candidate to candidate. So where the communication is going, so it totally depends on the candidate, what interest is he or she having. uh, and also in HR round, it was not the elimination round. So this was about the round that that the HR only told us about the scholar program, what it is about. And in the very beginning, the HR told us that this was not the elimination round, and this was only the only we are connecting with you to uh, let you know that you are like let you know that you are uh, what the program will provide you, and what other things, like what scholar program is, when it will going to continue for us, what from where we are going to get the MTech, and what percentage criteria uh, I have to maintain. Also, they have also gone through the resume that I have, like my average percentage in uh, BTech is 75%. So they were asking me about, like, if you able to make that percentage stable for the upcoming semesters. So yes, there were questions related to uh, that was more of a communication round, like how I am communicating with the HR, if I am good. So this was pretty much about the HR round.
Okay, so now proceed toward the Q&A session. There are some questions from generally everyone has. So, what were the core subjects that help you in cracking the whole process, and from where you get all the materials that required to crack the whole process? Um, like for study, all of the computer science students generally goes to Geek for Geek or
Okay.
something. So
Yes,
please
yes.
explain in detail about how you crack this and how where you get all the material.
So yes, like as I have mentioned in the technical interview one, there were questions that I was asked about from the uh, core subjects, like operating system, database management and system, uh, data structures and algorithm, and computer networks. So uh, so how I prepared for these subjects is like I have followed the Geeks for Geeks course that was available for free. I downloaded that course from somewhere, so I got it for free. And
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, Sandeep Jain is the CEO of Geeks for Geeks.
yeah. Mr. Sandeep Jain, he has like videos on uh, the core subjects like data structures, TBMS, OS, and they are very really helpful. I would recommend to everyone that to go through the videos of Sandeep Jain, Mr. Sandeep Jain, and you will get to know a lot about, like, he only covered the basic part that is only required for the uh, any computer science student. it must it must be it must be like very helpful for every computer science student to know uh, these core subjects. So they will be really helpful for them, not in this interview but in every field. Like if they will be giving the gate exams, so there were also the core subjects. So and the cutoff is very low for the computer science, like approximately 22 or 23. So yeah, they can, if they got knowledge from here, they can easily going to crack that also. And they will be also sound technical in their interviews, that okay, the candidate is having a knowledge of computer science, a good knowledge about that. So I recommend Geeks for Geeks lectures of Sandeep Jain, and all the editorials, they are very fantastic. So Geeks for Geeks is the best platform for anyone uh, to go through all the core subjects.
So, Jad, do you recommend any coding platform which, according to you, is best to start or best to prepare for SAP Lab?
Yes, okay. So as I have told you that uh, in my online test and technical interview one, I had came across questions, coding questions, uh, and that I had to code on the platform. Like in technical interview one, the interview was on the HackerRank platform. So I recommend all the candidates to go through uh, HackerRank questions. uh, the There were sections of HackerRank questions, like what which section they need to solve. So there were questions from data structures and algorithms, so they can like filter. There were filters there, so they can filter the question accordingly. They can solve the question from HackerRank. As SAP uh, takes interview on hacker rank, so the question was also from the hacker rank, and the question was uh, from linked list. So that was like I actually had done that question. That's why I was able to do that question like in less time, and he was impressed with that. So yes, hacker rank is the one platform uh, that I would prefer, and I would also uh, tell or recommend to all the students. And the other platform, they can also move to lead code. It's like in my last days of my learning journey of programming, I had like I had go through I had went through lead code, and it's like very good platform for crack companies, a bigger companies, not SAP, other companies that is paying higher packages. So they can do lead code. There were good questions on lead code. There were questions that asked in interviews, like Amazon and all the fan company. So the so yes, these two platforms I would recommend. And for the competitive programming, you can go through CodeChef and Code Forces. So these are the platform that I would recommend. Like one must have to go through HackerRank. That's sufficient for this interview to crack.
Okay, Zed.
Okay.
So, Zed, our next question is how much importance our project plays in recruitment drives, not only in SAP, but all recruitment drives.
Yes, definitely. There is like in SAP, I have like a separate interview for my interviews. So definitely they are playing an important role in crossing that uh, in interview. Like if to cross that interview, I need to go through this project concerned technical round. So I need to be very well prepared with all the technologies that I have used in the project. So there, all I can recommend that to stick with basics. Like if you the technology that you have used, you must be like very good with that. You must be thorough about the technology, and not about like not only the technology. You need to also look for the performance and the efficiency, and the way you can make your uh, application efficient. Like for example, in Java, there are ways to make the application efficient. And uh, for for the one who don't know Java, there are jargons like prepared statement and anonymous classes, so singleton classes. So these are the things that make the project efficient. We can make that efficient, and this was all about the project based question.
Okay, that thank you so much. So our last question, any extra knowledge about the company that would help the others who are preparing, or what basically SAP Lab does with the students, how they train, and how about the whole process after recruitment?
Okay, the previous batch, our senior Abhish Srivastava, they have taken the interview experience for him, and I got to know about that there were also questions related to company, that what product they are using. So I also go through all these questions, but I didn't came across these questions in my interview, and there were no questions related to company specific. They were only looking for the candidate that is good, technically sounds good, and is very interested in this program. So they were keep asking questions related to program. If I and in my first connect, they also told us that they are like looking for the candidate who is like very interested in the program, and also technically sounds good. So you need to show some interest in the company. Their main motive is to see that like if any company asking questions related to their company, so their main motive is to like check what if he went through their website, or the interviewer think that okay, he is like interested about the company. I know the scholar program very well in the very thorough manner, uh, due to student Adda, uh, because of Abhish Bhaiya. He told us in the previous session. He has told us that about the interview process that really helped me in cracking the company. And uh, I all on his like whatever he told us, that SQL queries, everything, the puzzle questions, everything was there in the interview. So yeah, I was prepared for the company, and uh, the question was that how extra knowledge about the company would help. Definitely, it help for you to cross that barrier.
Okay, thank you so much, Jad.
Zad, I want to ask one last question. That
Okay.
what is the one thing that crossed you from first barrier to the last barrier, which helped you crack the whole process? One thing.
The one thing I would say that uh, there were 300 students, or more than 300 students seated for the online test, and 31 got shortlisted, and I was the 31 one. And this was like, okay, this program is made for me, I need to make that. And the link, like, the student Adda then launched the video of Abhish Bhaiya. Came across that video, and I started for the preparation the from the very beginning. Like from the July, we have the online test, and I have started the preparation for this company. I know about this scholar program very well. The interviewer was very impressed that I know the program in like, they didn't know not to tell anything about the program. I know it very well. So yeah, this was like a kickstart for me. When all things are get linked together, I got selected for the next rounds. And the part that I got motivated from, like, okay, so there is an odd number there, the 31st number, and I got the last rank. I need to make that interview. I need to cross that barrier.
Great, Zed. We are very pleased to know that you get benefited from our platform, My Student Adda. That's a great achievement for us. And thank you for sharing your all the valuable experiences and knowledge with all of us. I hope all our viewers uh, and all our um, all our juniors who are willingly prepare for such companies like SAP Labs will definitely get benefited from your experience. So once again, thank
Yeah,
you so much.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for having me here, Akhil.